Good evening and welcome to Ephemeral News.
Today on Breaking News,
Today at Czechoslovakia's local hours, Soviet forces entered the country and are now with the intention of occupying it. From what we know, 5 of the countries of the Warsaw Pact displaced their troops to the non-Soviet country. The countries involved are the Soviet Union, the GDR, Bulgaria, Poland and Hungary.
our foreign contacts have confirmed that approximately 200,000 troops and 2,000 tanks entered the country. The first establishment they occupied was the Rusini International Airport. The Czech troops are now in their barracks, surrounded by Soviet forces. Until now, 72 deaths are confirmed and 266 are extremely wounded. The leader of the country, Alexander Dubček, has called the people to not show resistance. However, several images show people on the street protesting.
Now I yield the word to my co-workers Paola and Rebecca.
Thank you, Sophia, and hi, Paola, and good evening, everyone. In other cultural news, I will tell you about some events that have been happening through the century and from the Prague Spring.
In 1964, Lyndon Johnson signed an anti-poverty measure totaling nearly 1 billion.
In 1968, the Soviet Union and other Warsaw Pact nations invaded Czechoslovakia, crushing Alexander Dubček's Prague Spring liberation campaign.
In 1970, the US and Mexico formally agreed that the central line of the Meandro in Rio Grande will serve as the border between the two countries. And now, we go with you, Christy, where she's going to tell us about the economic situation.
Thank you, Paola. Hi everyone, I'm Cristina reporting about today's economic situation. Today, here in Mexico, Notimex was created. Notimex is a state news agency of Mexico, created for the celebration of the Olympic Games in this year. It has headquartered in Mexico City. It has a wide network of correspondents both in Mexico and internationally, with special presence in the Americas and Europe. Well, it's time to go for a commercial. And now we go with you, Elma, which is going to tell us about the interview.
Thanks, Christina. And now for the interview, we have here Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev. Hello, Mr. Brezhnev. Nice
Good
to meet you.
evening, Elma. Nice to meet you too.
So, Mr. Brezhnev, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born on December 19, 1906 on Kamenskoye, Ukraine. I graduated to become a metallurgical engineer in the iron and steel industry. Later, I became the General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union on 1964.
That is great, Mr. Brezhnev. So, can you talk to us about your participation during the Prague Spring?
I participated in many events, but I think the most important to mention is the Brezhnev Doctrine. It was a Soviet Union policy. This doctrine affirmed the right of the Soviet Union to interfere in the case of communist countries to strengthen communism. It was originally announced to justify the Soviet invasion of Czechoslovakia in August 1968.
And what did this doctrine end in, Mr. Brezhnev?
Well, thanks to this doctrine, many Soviet military invasions were ended, along with the end of Prague Spring.
Really interesting, Mr. Brezhnev. Well, thanks for the interview. It was nice speaking to you.
Thank you, Elma. Until next time.
Hello, I'm Ricardo and I'm going to talk about all the social aspects nowadays. Recently, as you may know, the Soviet Union has invaded us and people are not comfortable with this because they killed many people and they took out people from their homes. And well, in other hand, sports, everything is prepared for the Olympic Games that will be in Mexico. This is the first time that Mexico received the Olympic Games, and the inauguration will be great. It will be in October 12th. Well, that's all for today. We hope you enjoy the ephemeral news. See you tomorrow.